Hey guys, Jake here. Today I am here with top four of Sun Moon Cup Cash King Circuit. Today we're going to watch Mayo versus King L5. Both of these players have basically secured their spot in playoffs. Mayo and L5, I believe, are like third and fourth on the leaderboard, so both very good. But still, it's important for seeding and potentially playing Wombo in the finals for that cash prize, that juicy cash prize too. So, yeah. So I'm also here with Blue. Introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Blue.
As well as BM.
Yeah,
He's also recorded a couple games.
BM here.
So, yeah. So looking at this matchup, Mega Mawile. Mayo was telling me how Mega Mawile just destroys his team, and that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, he struggled with his last round as well, I believe.
Yeah, when he played Zyph, he really struggled with it too. But Mayo's Fairy resists his Rosary, so that is not too fun. But at the very least, his team does offensively pressure it very well.
Yeah.
On the flip side, Mayo does definitely have some threats. Gallade can definitely do work with some chip on Lias. CC and Ice Punch, I believe, just did everything. Could also go Zen Headbutt for the extra damage on Amoonguss. I actually have the matchup. Let me pull it up to see what was benched.
So L5 didn't bring Togekiss and Bobarrel, and then Mayo didn't bring Licky Licky and Matang.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the ZW as well, because that's definitely going to. I think it's definitely going to be ZW in this matchup to trap the.
It also traps the Raikou as well as the Roserade. Honestly, has pretty good synergy with the Mega Mawile. So that'll definitely be a big part of L5's game plan, I'm guessing. But yeah, Gallade, I'd say it's definitely the biggest threat to L5's team. Just SD, CC, Ice Punch, or Zen, depending on how he wants to hit Amoonguss. But if he really wants to go CC Ice Punch, he gets room for filler, which is really good. It could be Drain Punch. It could be something like Encore, Shadow Sneak. He has a lot of options. I'm guessing Shadow Sneak does ton to Doug Trio. He can start now, right? Yeah. He can start.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, no worries. As for hazards, I'd say I don't think Mayo will be prioritizing spikes on Roserade. They're just not that good, I feel, between like L5 having some levitators, and T-spikes are obviously not that good at all here between Amoonguss and Drapion.
Can't double Grand of Poison.
Yeah, for sure. I know a couple of Mayo sets. I'm not quite going to say them yet, but one thing I think L5 will definitely have to watch out is the Finny, because Amoonguss is kind of pressured by other stuff, such as the Crook and the Raikous. So L5 will probably definitely have to be careful with his Amoonguss and how reliable of Finny switching it is. But he also has stuff like the Drapion and the Rotom to come in on it, so L5 will probably be able to play around the Finny.
Yeah.
If it is CC Gallade, wouldn't that kind of make it prone to getting potentially trapped and revenged by Dougie?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Something to watch out for.
I'm curious. I'm going to check how much +2 Shadow Sneak does to Doug Trio.
Depending on rolls, depending on damage, really, it could kill. But this is up against no investment Doug Trio. I mean, no HP investment Doug Trio.
Yep.
So he needs a bit
plus
of
two. Yeah, +2 probably doesn't kill. Okay, so Mayo leads off with the Raikou as L5 leads with the Drapion. And you guys goes for the Volt Switch. That's some good chip on the Drapion. Definitely making stuff like Roserade harder to switch into. As for switching in, I feel like Mayo could definitely go into Crook here and get up rocks. I don't think he needs to prioritize health on that too much.
Yeah, it's not really checking too many things on L5 side.
Bulk wise, yeah, I'd agree.
It's really good to, I guess, check the Drapion. And soft check the Lottie and Maw, I guess.
Let me calc that damage. That seems to be just like a max HP Drapion, probably some Spadef. probably for the works as Lafini and Roserade switching. I wonder what L5 could go here. Maybe just like a knock or a toxic, I'd say, are the most likely options. T-Spikes wouldn't harm him that much. Toxic seems pretty good as like the both things that would like take a toxic. Don't really want to switch into knockoff. Fenny doesn't like getting knocked or doesn't want to be again against Drapion, and Roserade doesn't really 1v1 Drapion, so I'd definitely say toxic or knock are pretty good here.
Yeah, I'd say the knockoff's coming off.
Mm-hmm. But this also is a Z Raikou, I'm pretty sure, so L5 might be worried a bit about that. He probably wouldn't want to just get Calm Mind
That's
into.
a good point, actually.
Yeah. So I'd say toxic or knock. Let's see. He goes to the Finny. Did he go for the toxic? Guys, he goes for the knock.
Okay,
and yeah, it is.
Yeah, I figured
yeah,
it would C because Dugtrio would be able to trap the Raikou.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. So it opens the door, and that's probably Shed Shell Raikou for sure. So I'm thinking we'll see a pivot out from Mayo because I think he wants to keep this healthy. This is ICMC, so and we also see Black Soldier in the Drapion. That makes sense. But I feel like L5's best play is probably Rotom. It covers the pivot to Crocodile as well as just pretty much anything from the Finny. He can get a slow volt, switch out into whatever he wants. As I think L5 should know it's ICM. I guess Farium can make sense as Mayo pulls a double into late on the poison jab.
That does have.
That is kind of bad for Mayo. Honestly, I understand the play though. I thought L5 would go into Rotom for sure. It was a really good mid ground, but I guess L5 wasn't really fearing the Crook, which is a bit surprising because of how good Roxor are. They don't hit anything super effectively, but chipping the Rotom and especially the Amoonguss is really good for Mayo.
Yeah, even stuff like Drapion, it could be really annoying. Or potential slash Dougie if he were to ring that.
The Lottie comes out here on the Sword Stance.
SD, okay.
Alright. This could be Scarf, but I don't know. I don't think Scarf's that good. I'd say just a fat Latias looks more likely. And that should live any +2 hit from Golade. I'm not sure. I'll have to count. Latias.
If it's fat, it should be able to live.
Figure, yeah, if it's like max defensive.
Yeah, it eats an Ice Punch. So.
Oh, okay, it is. Scarf.
So it should be Scarf, I'm assuming.
Yeah. And I guess we see if he Shadow. Yeah, he is Shadow Sneak.
Okay. That's nice damage.
Yeah. So the Glade. So getting rid of the Glade is really nice for L5. That was definitely the biggest threat to Mayo's team, or Mayo's biggest threat to L5's team. But Glade also did pretty good. It killed the Latias and got a ton of damage off. But I don't know. I'd say things are still looking pretty good for L5. He got some info on the Finny set. Health on Dugtrio isn't all that important, and Latias kind of looked pretty expendable, I'd say. So I think that's a worth trade.
Yeah, and crucially, overall, if he is actually Z Dugtrio, he still has that in case he needs to hit the Feeny, for example. Yeah,
I wonder what Mayo even goes into here, because UC would probably need to take a Toxic or something, and Crocodile would have to take a lot of damage, which is kind of unfortunate for just pivoting into the Drapion reliably. Raikou you obviously can't go into. You can't go into Roserade. You probably live a Z move from Finny, but that would be. I
think that'd be too ideal.
Yeah, I'd say Crook is the best play just because having Yuxi up is better. Now I think about it, I think that might be Rocks Yuxi and something else on Crocodile like Scarf. Scarf Crook looks pretty, and not locking into knock looks pretty bad on hindsight. Oh, okay. So it is. There's no Intimidate. So yeah, it probably is Scarf. So I guess he locks into EQ here because having the Rotom come in is better than the Mawile.
It could Pursue, can it?
Yeah. Actually, Pursuit's better but that still lets the Mawile in.
It does let Mawile in, yeah.
And okay, he does click knock. Actually, I'm not sure if I agree with that play. I feel like either pursuit or EQ was the play. Okay, so he's intimidated. He's not like hyper cutter for Crook, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what does Mayo sack here?
Good question.
I'm thinking I know he has Yawn on UC, but I'm pretty sure player of still 2 KOs. I'm not too sure on that. But
okay,
he'd still be able to outspeed and get a Yawn off and probably force a switch. So okay. yeah, he gets the Yawn off, and yeah, that just dies.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Wow, powerful.
So he would fall asleep next turn, correct?
Yes, he would.
So he could go Crook and force a switch, but if he goes Rotom, that's pretty annoying because L5 can just Volt for free and get back in basically whatever he wants. The Finny is looking like a big threat right now, though. L5 kind of needs to preserve the Drapion to get a Poison Jab off on that. I'd say... Yeah, I'd say so Mayo probably kills Raikou with Sucker here. Same with Roserade. So does Roserade live? Let's see. And I know he's Technician, probably Hidden Power, probably HP Ground. Covers Drapion. If Roserade lives, this is definitely Mayo's best play because Roserade kind of can just claim one here. It might not necessarily break Amoonguss, but it still forces the Mawile out. Actually, I think it drops the Sucker, but it allows.
It forces Mawile to go to sleep at least. Yeah, which is pretty good.
And also it doesn't give like L5 an option to pivot around. It's like if he went Crook, he would force it out, but then he would go to Rotom and lose momentum. But Roserade doesn't like losing momentum because L5 doesn't have good switch-ins. So let me actually calc Roserade, and like he's definitely Sucker Punch because he only really needs player of knock SD.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Roserade definitely drops to Sucker Punch. So Mayo's best play is probably just hidden power ground in case he tries to go J. Oh, he spikes up actually. Oh, that's interesting.
The spike, I guess, helps chip down Amoonguss and Drapion.
Yeah. So Mayo tried to get around the Sucker there. Is this Hydro Pump or Surf? Let me check.
L5 knows that it is Z.
Yeah.
Which
I'm pretty sure Surf is a 2 KO. Did he Calm Mind? Okay,
he
Calm
did Calm Mind.
And I feel like the game just comes down to speed on this Rotom because he's able to get a ton of
that's really important because Drapion can just come in now.
Still, I think Mayo will need to. He still can't preserve it or still can't switch. Raikou does look very good though. I wonder if this is. I wonder what the set is because like breaking Amoonguss is really bad right now. But if it's like Calm Mind, I don't think it's Calm Mind extrasensory.
I think it'd be Calm Mind. It could just be extrasensory though.
No, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it's extrasensory because then it would leave it walled by the Latias because it already would be a Volt Switch. Because like I'm assuming it's Last Move Thunderbolt. It could be HP Ice, which has both Latias and Amoonguss, but it's relatively weaker. Okay, did he Volt Switch?
He volts,
okay, so is that AB damage? So like he still has the ICMZ on
the Finny, yeah.
Yeah, on the Finny. So, but L5 knows he's Z, so he probably can just sack the. Oh, he goes Crocodile. Yeah, he can just knock. That's a good play. He can afford to do that.
Actually. Okay, good drain.
That does nothing. Yeah, the Amoonguss is probably just gonna win. The crit was really unfortunate. Alright, what does he go for here? He goes for the Synthesis.
Yeah, that's bouncing off.
Yeah, I don't know how Mayo can beat this Among Us. As long as L5 knows to like not risk it against Vinny, assuming it could be ICMZ.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe the only way Mayo wins this is like force last amount of Mungus, but that kills, and Mayo's not going to be able to like pressure the team enough. L5 definitely switches here, so he doesn't loot.
He could just sack like Drapion maybe, or go into it.
I think he just goes small while here. Actually, I'd say.
Oh yeah, true.
Because there's still like no way he loses to knock.
As he goes with 1 money.
It doesn't really matter because he'll still have the Drapion in the back.
Yeah.
Mayo's gonna have to basically double, or he just
that's.
I was gonna say if Mayo went Crook on the poison jab, he'd have to double, but it might just kill Crook anyway at this range. So L5 is gonna win semifinals versus Mayo, and now he will play Wombo in the finals for the chance to win the Sun Moon Cup as well as get the $50. So congrats to L5, and also pretty well played by Mayo. The crit really sucked on the Finny because it allowed L5 to easily revenge. But both players definitely done really well without the circuit and will be in playoffs. Anything else you guys want to say?
No, it was just a pretty good game. I think L5 just the crit was unfortunate on the Finny, but L5 brought a pretty good team for what Mayo had.
Yeah,
the Mawai was very scary.
Yeah, the matchup definitely seemed difficult for Mayo between the Doug Trio and the Mawile. The Doug Trio trapped a lot of Mayo's offensive threats, and Mawile just obliterated Mayo's team. The player for this was Roserade, so definitely was an uphill battle, but Mayo did bring it close. But I think that's about all. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. We'll definitely be covering some playoff battles, so be on the lookout for that. We'll probably cover up some cup battles as well. So, peace.
See ya.